All right, so here we're supposed to solve the equation symbolically, graphically, and numerically. So let's start doing it by symbolically. So what we're going to do is we're going to square both sides. So that gives us 7z minus 7 equals 49 plus 7. So 7z equals, then we have to add 7 here, and that's going to be 56. Divide by 7, divide by 7. So z is equal to, looks like 8. Okay. So that is going to be our value if we're doing it symbolically. So we've done that one. Now graphically, what we're going to do is we have to plug this in and we're going to have to figure out kind of where it goes. So the easy one is the y equals 7. So that's what this piece here shows. And now we know at 8 it's going to cross, so we know it's going to cross there. And then we have to think about at this one here. If we plug anything less than, if we do 7z minus 7, that has to be greater than or equal to 0. So if we add 7, 7z has to be greater than or equal to 7. So z has to be greater than or equal to 1. And so we know that it's going to start at 1. And because it's a square root, it's going to have the general shape of something like this. And we know it's going to go through up here. So we're going to get something like that as far as it goes. Again, not exact. We can plug in values and get exact values, but this is going to be some kind of a general form because we did it, symbolically. So that's going to give us the exact number over here on the 8. So we know that that's where it's going to cross. And so we know it's going to be having 1 point here, 1 point there. And as good as I can draw lines, that's as good as it can be. Now, numerically, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to plot points. We're going to say, okay, X and y, but again, instead of x, it's probably we should put z since we're doing z's. So z and y. All right, so z is 1. What do we get? Well, z is 1, we get 0. All right, what about for 2? 2, we're going to get 14 minus 7, so that, well, let's see. It's going to be the square root of 7. All right. And so 3 is going to be square root of 14. 4, that's going to give us what? The square root of 21. 5 is going to be the square root of 28. 6 is going to be the square root of 35. 7 is going to be the square root of, let's see, 42. 8 is going to be the square root of, let's see, 49, but we know that that is 7, and hence that's going to be our value. So that's the one that's going to be equal, and so that is the piece of the table that we need. Now, let's do this piece here on the calculator and the graph on the calculator to kind of show that's also what we're going to see. So we're going to say, okay, well, we want the square root of 7x. We can't use z in this case, so we have to just use x minus 7. And we want that to be equal to 7. We're going to go from 0 to 10. Okay, that looks good. Now let's also do our table. So start at 0, go to 1. That'll work. So that's what it looks like here. And if we do our intersection, we get 8, 7. So exactly what we found before. And if we do our table at 8, 7, the sevens are the same, and that's where it's going to be. The 8 is going to be our z, and then we're hitting at a 7 at that point. Okay, so everything kind of matches up with what we have here, and so that's what it is. Again, this is just rough drawing because I can't draw straight or curved or anything very well, and so that's kind of the rough drawing. If you need it on your calculator, that will get you the exact. All right, let's stop there. We'll come back for some more.